I agree with that, and I think you actually see that come into play too in like some of the larger scrims where
Yeah.
we've been playing in. Like the heroes have been beating up on the villains just because of
Oh
the
yeah.
ability to save. And it looks like we're getting underway here.
Nice.
Uh,
Finally.
I found it very interesting that Sky is playing the Joker because
Yeah.
Raul's Vader is so filthy. I put him
That's
as
very
one of
true.
the best Vaders in the game right now. And
Oh,
first
and
blood
first
actually does go
blood.
to Pain.
Wow. That was very smooth.
Sky got caught in a
Very nice.
bad spot there. They're not communicating here though. They're both chasing Raul
Yeah.
down
They could have cleaned up peacefully.
that channel right there. It was really narrow spot. And Sky is up. Excillias saw him, and yeah, and that was just great map awareness by Excillias, knowing that he was up. I don't think Pain knew he was up.
No, but Payne's doing a good job of keeping his other teammate away. I'm moving in on him now. Hopefully his teammate spawns Cantina. The villains.
Okay, and now Pain is tumbled. Excillias is in a good position. He took a saber.
That was smart. I'll give him the saber throw.
Sky
He should
is
be able
up.
to focus the kill. Huh.
Sky is on his way. Raul is surprisingly still alive. Excillias cleans it up. Sky is almost here. Pain's at the health droid.
I think if I was Sky here, I'd definitely take a step back. He's not really Anakin. Oh, well, never mind.
Some
Payne
good
is not
sneaky
really.
play there by Sky.
Yeah.
But Excillias cleans it
Seems like
up, goes 1-for-1.
Excillias is definitely the more map aware player so far.
Now, this is their first death. They're going to have to make sure that they get together again. I think Raul and
Oh
Sky
yeah,
can really take advantage of splitting them up on separate spawn timers.
for sure. And they're kind of not in a great spot right now. They can catch up to each other.
Okay, Excillias with another one, and Pain actually tumbles Sky.
There you go.
Wow, that's another double for Excillias and Pain. So a real hot start for them.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. They're starting out pretty confidently. These aren't hard fought kills, but they're definitely mistakes that, players of Sky and Raul's caliber may not be expected to make.
Yeah, I think you've seen a little bit of that though in their initial match against Sylar and Inferno. They started out pretty slow before really turning it on. I think Sylar
I
had
know
like
that's
the
good.
first 4 kills. So
Yeah,
they might
starting
be
kind of turned up.
just feeling it out right
Oh
now.
wow. Is he gonna? I wish he wasn't playing Mace,
But he still
but he's
pulls
still
out
making it
the
work.
okay, Bane with another.
Wow.
Bane with the double. Now, how
He's
do you
huge.
feel? I know you do enjoy playing Mace as well.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Would you play Mace
An
and
attorney.
an attorney situation? Yeah.
Uh, I would have to be very confident I was going to win, I think, because that just, while Mace is fun, trying to get those nice kills of rushing someone with a aerial, it puts you in so much risk, and that doesn't ever help your teammate. Like, there's
Ye-
not really any situation that the aerial will be able to benefit your teammate. So
Right.
just
And
having like Obi with that security and as well as his dash attack, I feel like while it would be fun and flashy, the risk benefit there just isn't. Does that make sense?
yeah, but interesting here. Raul is playing Vader now. So
Oh yeah.
that look look for the game to change very fast, and
I was
already he's making
thinking.
an impact.
Yeah, I was thinking if they need to take it, if they're gonna like, okay, we're gonna turn up now, they're gonna switch Raul to the Vader, and that's exactly what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we actually Fierce mentioned that in the first match that they played that they might have been
Mhm.
holding back in their roles or not showing their true nature.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Uh,
But that's the
and
PS2 like classic move. Like, okay, like let me turn up now. Let me switch to Vader.
right,
Like, okay, we're doing something now.
and
They're playing very aggressive.
I think that they might have underestimated Pain and Excillias here in the initial
Yeah.
opening because I mean they took a beating,
That's a
which is
bad mistake, especially on villains, as you were saying earlier. The pressure on being a villain is you kind of want to create a lead, so you don't
what
really
was
want
Pain thinking there?
to. You kind of ran into that.
That was
Got
just
both.
poor play by Pain. Excillias was dead, and there was nothing he could do. He just put himself in a position to die. All right, and here's that
Well,
separated spawn.
yeah, I'm thinking like, are they gonna go towards the city? Because that could be a good idea here with him playing Vader now. But it seems like
Oh,
he's getting hunted down. God, I managed to get out of that.
Sky missed the one hit, and Excillias cleans it up.
Yeah, that was too unfortunate.
And I still think that Excillias and Pain are being underestimated here by Raul and Sky, at least Sky, because that
Yeah, they
was,
challenged that too
yeah,
quickly.
because Sky rushed in without Raul anywhere near him, really, so.
Oh, that was a nice saber throw though. He may be able to pick up this choke.
All right, so Pain has realized that Windu might not be the best idea,
Yeah,
especially with Raul playing Vader, and they are separated spawns right now. They have to stay together. Right now they're stuck apart. They can't get their spawn synced and get in the same part of the map, and Raul and Sky will make them pay for that. So
yeah. Trying to
nice
see the
push.
score. So it's 6-9, I think, in favor of Gore. Thank you. 9-7 in favor of Gore.
And I'm not sure. Okay, so it looks like they are trying to move it out of the jog area.
Yeah, I kind of like this. This is what Devilwind was talking about the other day. You know, bring the Vader into the open area like this, where he has nothing to maneuver around. But they also don't have much to maneuver around either in this area. Now that
Right,
he's up
and
here.
you're in a very dangerous position with Vader here as well. I mean, it goes both ways. But
Yeah.
Excillias
Oh,
manages to pick off Raul, and a good save there by Pain. Sky didn't tumble,
they can. Oh, perfect team play there. A
and
little
that was like,
delayed, but that was perfect.
yeah, that was actually really good team play by Excillias and Pain, just to with the save and then to
Yeah. They
flank
managed to
him.
come out of that situation, which was pretty, long contested. That was like a very long standoff with a double kill.
All right, so they're on the high ground here.
That's all you need. I didn't challenge the Vader on the octagon. That may be a smart move.
Pain's in trouble, and Excillias is dead, trying to help him out.
Yeah, they got two split too quickly there. Ah,
Good saber throw there by Sky to finish him off.
for sure. So two right back to answer.
And I think Raul is one of the best players actually at avoiding choke. So I think
Hmm.
this might have been a smart move to start heroes for them,
Yeah,
for Pain and Excillias. Raul is very fundamentally sound when it comes to doing things like slow running and then sprinting, getting behind the choker. So
yeah, I agree. He's definitely one of the most solid players I think that's been able to return. And not really even though he was a little rusty at first, as we all were, he quickly wore that off, and he's still, I feel like, one of the most dominant players, especially with his choker. But even overall mechanically,
and that was I think Excillias was just a tad bit too late there on the block. He had sparks, I saw them, and
yeah,
he fortunately tumbled.
I think they should slow it down here again. They're kind of rushing off and getting too quick deaths.
Yeah, and Sky's healing. They're just gonna, looks like they're gonna let him heal and leave Raul alone on the roof. There's no point
Uh,
in letting Sky heal
I
though.
mean,
I
they
would.
could pressure. Yeah, they could definitely pressure, get Raul off the roof with a couple pushes, and then trap his teammate in the spawn.
So Excillias is choked. Pain manages to
Now,
push. Yeah,
that's one thing I preach to people is whenever someone's choking your teammate, don't push your teammate, push the choker. Your choker can't do anything. Just attack the choker. He didn't
yeah,
have any kind of perfect block, so he kind of just killed his teammate by pushing him, and then had to sacrifice his position where he was at when they were both in kind of a 2v1 situation.
and that's just something a smart player like Raul knows. He
Yeah,
can pick up the choke immediately as soon as the player is pushed out of the choke, and with Sky covering him, he can put pressure on the other teammate to make sure that he can't save again. So
yeah. Now they're trapped between saber throws and their spawn. I think they should have took it to the city. If not, they need to be able to separate Raul and Skylink a little bit better and respect his choke more.
yeah, and there's the double again for Sky and Raul.
That was very patiently played. That was a very patient choke,
And
Raul.
that's just getting stuck too close together again, you know. You have to
Yeah,
be
there was
you have to have a
literally
little
nothing
more
they could do.
space.
Imagine
And
if
it,
team damage was on.
yeah, I think what you're seeing here is that they're a little scared of Raul's Vader because they want to be close enough
Yeah,
they can save each other. And Pain
I
is
called it.
pulling out the no
I
force
called it. That's
Ayla.
Layla. Yeah. After a couple death streaks, it'll happen. Someone will say, "All right, time for the unorthodox character."
And I saw a little bit of a lag spike there for Excillias. And I think this is where you
Got
see
him
the
there.
communication starting to break down and a little bit of frustration starting to kick in
Yeah,
after a good start because Pain switches to these characters when he's a little frustrated.
yeah. And Excillias has been doing a fairly solid job, and he's been holding it down for the team. So I can imagine how he feels right now. You know, he's lost a push to save him.
And that was a stupid play there by Pain. I don't know what he was thinking, rushing Raul like that, aerialing,
Yeah,
because he can choke you in air, and as soon as you land, you're choked. So
if your one move is okay, I'm just gonna do this, and I have no plan B, then that's probably a faulty plan.
correct. All right, they're spacing out a little bit more here.
Yeah, I
I
was just
would
about
have
to say that. I appreciate that. Okay.
see. The only thing about Ayla is
Uh, yeah, see how he kind of had to really had to do that aerial. Like he gave him no choice by
right.
putting himself in that position.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say. The thing about Ayla is she only really has in the types of scrimmages we play with no pulling allowed. She has
Yeah.
one move you can do, and that's dash attack or two moves: dash attack and aerial. You know,
Yeah. And hope for the best.
in a larger scrim like a 4v4, you can get away with it because there's just so
Yeah.
much chaos. You can sneak up on people and just catch them while their perfect block is down. But in a
Oh yeah.
2v2, it's always going to be exposed. You can't save your teammate, especially against a very good Vader like Raul. And I think that we're really going to see this start to fall apart here for Excillias and Pain.
Yeah. 2v2s expose all the flaws of your, really your skill overall, your attack and defense, and your teamwork. Because
So
if
after,
one player's off, it'll completely fall apart.
yeah, and so after the Ayla's choked, it really like you can push her down, but she can't do anything like after that either. It's like she can't
Yeah.
recover and
He has to
save
just
you.
jump back in and get
Right.
choked again.
She can't recover and save you if you're being choked afterwards. So
Yeah, I do respect that people play for fun. People always say that. We can play for fun and play whatever character you want. But I know when I'm playing, I want someone that's going to be able to help me, so I can feel some positive endorphins running through my brain when I win instead of like constantly getting killed.
Yeah, once you start getting, when they go on a streak, then it just gets really, you lose morale, and Excillias
Yeah,
is in a bad spot here again.
and this is
Managed to
first
get
sight.
away.
You should have
Yeah,
positive morale throughout.
and after a hot start by Payne and Excillias with 9 kills, they only have 3 in the past couple minutes. It is 21 to 12, so Raul and Sky really picked it up. I do think they
Yeah,
underestimated them a little bit, but you really saw the respect, I guess, when Raul pulled out the Vader.
yeah, and I'll give them credit, to Raul and Sky. You know, 9 kills, that may be a little hefty, but not really so much in the grand scheme of things. To get the feel for a team and be able to close it out from there.
All right, so there's another double, puts us to 23. So we're approaching side here.
Oh yeah,
I
to log
think
in.
I think Payne and Excillias can scrap out a few more and make it a little more competitive if they get their communication and their teamwork back. It kind of
Yeah,
deteriorated after they started dying. So,
he did switch back to Obi.
and
I
I think
appreciate it.
he needs to. He can't push away Raul when he's
Yeah,
coming at him. He has 0 defense against the choke rather than slow run, and a good Vader and a good teammate can make you pay for that.
oh yeah. And I think they need to move out of this area.
Yeah, this is smart. Use the saber throws to keep him at bay. Stay a little separated, close, and as I say that, Payne jumps onto the same roof as Excillias. But
Yeah,
they need to stay a little separated so they don't get caught in too many double kills. Close enough that they can
my
save if they need to, but
exactly. My basic premises when I go into a match is be at least one building away from my teammate, and hopefully be on the opposite side of them. And in between us should be an enemy, and we should be able to close out a kill from there. If you can, somehow manufacture that in every situation you're in, it's a simple way to get a kill. If you're sitting next to each other, saber throwing, which is why I harp on people for saber throwing, you're not really accomplishing much because we all know how to, perfect block a saber throw.
yeah, and I think that okay, so Excillias is healing in the cantina here. Raul and Sky are gonna rush
Just
Payne, which is
yeah.
the smart move here because Payne is the weaker player of the two.
Now they just separated them just like that without even having to do anything. They just
And
separated them.
Payne really just left Excillias out to dry there.
And that's what they should have did when they had Raul on the bubble.
Especially against the choker.
Yeah.
Payne's in a not
They're back
terrible
in the
spot.
arena. They
Okay,
did turn
Excillias
up on
is
the
in.
arena last time. So maybe they
Oh,
can do something.
now he was in a bad spot. They had him surrounded. He's surviving. Excillias is on the ground. So they managed to get out of that terrible spot, and they're still not a great spot right now. They're not playing as a team right now. And
Yeah.
okay,
Oh. Oh goodness. That combo. Very nice. Huh.
okay.
Somehow they get a kill out of that. I was kind of befuddled during all that.
I don't know how that happened, but
This is kind of cringy. The random swings have brought out 2 kills. All respect to Gore.
I mean, if it works, it works. But
For
when in
sure.
doubt, mash. Is it L1 on a controller?
Yeah. No, R1.
R1.
Yeah,
Left
I don't even
mouse
think
for
they
me.
put it. But those are the best kills, though. We didn't even have to use push. So I think they're going to try to keep it in this area, which I think is a good idea.
Yeah, and anytime you're okay, Payne's tumbled
Yeah, well,
and
Sky
should be
cleaned
dead. Yep.
up. The blink block battle was quickly lost there. Raul was chasing down Excillias. Doing a good job of running around, staying frisky.
All right, so Payne is in. If Excillias can get back to hero corner, okay. They linked up, but
Yeah, I kind of would have. I feel like I would have spawned arena there to try to get behind the team. Now they're just together. And bad
yes,
situation.
but Pain isn't a strong enough. Neither of them are like Excillias can't hold out by himself for that long against Raul and Sky,
Yeah.
and they both have good map awareness for the most part. So I don't think that Pain would have been able to surprise him, and that probably would have just resulted in 2 deaths anyway.
Just a separate death. Yeah, you're right. But you got to try something new when nothing else is working.
All right, so Pain is on his own at the the Force Community default hero spawn here, and Excillias is in.
Oh yeah, they're together now. They managed to get a tumble. There was a choke. That was a good choke save. Kind of lost momentum there. I think they would have had that. Oh wow, that saber throw landed.
That was a good saber throw save by Pain.
Yeah, I don't know if that was intentional, but maybe by the jump, I think that may have been intentional. Love the sportsmanship by Sky.
And Sky is up, so they have to be careful. I think they see him. I think at least Pain saw him.
They're doing a good job here of, separating the teammates and getting between each other.
Oh, and a nice kill by Excillias there with the backslash.
Yeah, that was a very good time.
I think Sky just tried to aerial him without thinking.
Pick up the kill. They don't work against each other, and they're aware of the spawn.
And there, Excillias picks up another one.
So they're on a little bit of a roll again.
Yeah, they pull back a couple points actually. It's 17 to 27. It looks like.
Yeah, which isn't too bad actually.
Especially, I think. Oh, Excillias got caught. A good save there by Pain pushing the choker, like you said.
Yeah.
But he's still in a bad spot. Okay, he's good now, but Raul is coming.
I think this is.
Oh, a nice kill there by Excillias again.
And they cleaned it up. I was gonna say that was kind of a tough position to be in, but they managed to get the Vader and them all on the ground and kind of took advantage of that. So that was good.
And Excillias is healing Cantina. So this will be interesting to see if Raul or Sky spawn.
Good aerial from Pain, and he finishes it out. I think they have Raul in a tough spot here, so if they can quickly descend on him.
Yeah, he should be out of stamina, but Sky is up, so that is unfortunate for them.
I think they're playing this smart with, I want to say, what, 3 kills left? I think they're playing this smart.
Yeah, still 3 kills left, and they've actually made it a pretty close game. It is 20 to 27. And I think that's closer than most of us would have expected for Sky and Raul, especially with Raul choking.
Yeah.
Alright, so that was a good life for Excillias, though. He managed to make a lot out of nothing. Pain trying to survive here. Looks like he's trying to get to the arena.
No, resetting at the arena again.
He's doubling back. Excillias is up.
Okay.
And they managed to get together, so that was good flight skills from Pain there.
For sure, that was very good. Well communicated, for sure.
And actually, I think that if Excillias and Pain managed to get to 25, that they do have a chance of pulling this one out.
I think they definitely do. Because again, this is their hero side, yeah.
And I do believe that Villains is Excillias' stronger side.
Yeah. I know he loves to play Vader, from what I've seen so far in the mixed rounds.
It will be interesting to see if Pain can provide the support that he needs, though, as the Vader, because you are vulnerable as a Vader.
But Pain's actually the one I've been surprised by this match. I've kind of expected Excillias to be solid, but Pain's pulled out some kills that are just like, he's just walking forward, does one push, and does a combo, and he has a kill. And I'm like, all right,
yeah, and he actually just got Raul in a one-on-one, which is impressive.
Yeah. They have Sky in a tough situation here.
Raul is up. They have to be careful here.
They don't want to
was choked.
They need to get back up on the building.
Yeah, Raul's above them.
Oh.
That was a great saber throw by Excillias.
Beautiful saber throws. Didn't get the save on his teammate.
That was unfortunate because that would have been a nice play if they had taken 2 there.
Yeah, I was just about to complain about the saber throws, and then they got the
Alright,
kill, and then I think I'm still going to complain though.
I
They could
believe
have
that is game,
played
right?
that better. 22-30.
And that was very well played by Payne and Excillias. I think that was a
Yeah,
lot closer than that was definitely a lot closer than I would have expected. I was kind of
and how it
questioning
started, yeah.
their decision to take heroes first, but it worked out for them. I think they kept it close enough that they can really make this interesting coming into the second
Yeah.
half here.
And Gore's deaths were pretty even, you know. The kills were pretty even. That was a
Yeah,
pretty entertaining match.
it was very entertaining.
First side, I'll say. 'Cause I think they'll still be able to do something interesting on villains, you know. I think if they give it their all and don't switch to any non-meta characters, no Grievous, no Dooku, I think they can definitely pull this off. Or get close to it.
Yeah, imagine if we have a scenario where Payne hasn't brought out an Ayla, you know?
Yeah. And that was a very long run of, you know, it was a good 4 to 6 kills or deaths for Gore when he was playing Ayla.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And I think that really hurt them, you know? I think that they might have even
Yeah.
been able to make it even closer.
Yeah, because as soon as they switched, they were on a streak again of winning. Or getting kills, I should say, no.
Yeah, still, it should be interesting to see how this goes.
So far, they're really
Yeah,
focusing on the Vader. He's in a very bad spot. Being on this wall with Vader is kind of a death sentence.
yeah, and first blood does indeed go to Raul and Sky. A nice
Oh,
null there by Excillias, and he manages to stay up,
wow.
and a great kill
He
there
kept this
actually
calm
in
there.
a 2-on-1 situation.
Whoa. That saber throw. He may have meant to choke, but either way, I think he did not have the advantage as far as stamina. So coming down off the ground as Vader, or onto the ground as Vader, was probably not a good idea there. But it was
Yeah,
a
and
ballsy play.
I do think that regardless of what happened, Raul was going to come out on top there. But
Yeah,
it was nice that he was able to at least pull 1 kill out from that.
yeah.
This guy's in a bad spot
But
here.
they
Nice
need to be
save by
put in
Payne.
deficit. They need to get the advantage here on their villains now. And running in
Actually,
like
I
that
do
without your support isn't a good
I
idea.
do yeah, I do know Excillias loves Vader, but I think that Anakin might serve him better in this purpose here.
Yeah,
And Sky are just too fast for him to play Vader, I think.
that's a fair point. Sometimes playing Anakin is a great way to kind of equalize yourself and instead of kind of feeling like you have all the power and just rushing forward and not really caring where your teammate is, Anakin is kind of just naturally defensive.
Payne's in a bad spot. Excillias has his back,
Yeah,
and
their
he
placement here
manages
is
to get
interesting.
out.
One's on the cantina. They virtually cannot help each other at all here. But he gets a nice
Sky's
choke.
actually choked. Yeah.
Kane could have picked up 2
Oh,
pushes there.
that was a that was a nice aerial there by Sky. Payne's dead here.
Yeah. So they both, Sky and Raul, they kind of relied on each other's pushes to secure those kills, while Excillias got the choke, and his teammate wasn't really able to help at all from his distancing.
Yeah, the Cantina bubble is a really hard spot to play from.
Yeah.
So I think it is 4-1 or 5-1 maybe.
Yeah,
5-1.
they got Ping picks up that kill on Sky. It's kind of quick, kind of caught Sky off guard, I think.
So 5-2 now.
Yeah.
And he's choked, and Excillias has him. Ralph's with the save can. No, Raul couldn't save him, so. And then he put
Oh,
himself
he
in a
missed
bad
the
spot.
aerial.
Sky is back up. Raul is a very good Luke as well.
Yeah, he used all of the mistakes Excillias made to punish there, and he made about 3 in a row.
Yeah,
I
you
think
just can't
sometimes
make
Vaders
mistakes
get
against
tempted
that.
to, especially on PC, Vaders get tempted to just use all the no force tricks that they can, you know, dash, and even I admit that I'll do this often, where I try to go for the aerials when if I just be patient and go for the choke, I'll just secure the kill. Maybe just a little bit longer, but and not as flashy, but definitely more reliably.
It's not out of reach for them yet. I mean, they're only a couple. They're only 3 or 4 kills. I lost track of the score. Which spectator mode had a score 3-7. Okay, so
Thank
they're
you.
not out. They're not out of this yet, but they really do need to. They do need to pick up a couple kills and
Yeah,
put
they need
together
to
a run here.
establish a rhythm for sure. If not, Raul and Sky are gonna definitely get back into the groove again and start picking up those kills.
Yeah, and they're really pushing
Good
Excillias in
push.
this 2-on-1 here.
Raul got sticky feet, but they still have the Vader on thin ice.
Oh, Pain.
That was
Pain
well
with the
played by him.
backslash.
He went straight in to aggress the opposing enemy, while Excillias was kind of the focus point of the Obi-Wan, which was Sky at the moment, and then he was able to pick up both kills.
Yeah, and Pain has to heal here, and Sky and Raul are actually both up. Oh, a nice null there by Excillias. And he's able to get... He kills Sky,
He needs to
so...
get back up.
Handled himself really well there in the 2-on-1. Shouldn't have gone for the aerial there, but Raul gets out of there. Not messing around with
I
any
thought he was gonna have the
2-on-1s,
choke.
waiting for Sky.
I felt like he had time to choke there before that aerial.
He must have been really low on stamina.
Yeah, I bet so. And sometimes Vader can pick up that aerial just with that much range, you know.
And that was...
It's always an unfortunate tumble in that corner.
Yeah.
They trade kills though.
Oh,
Nice. Wow.
my.
Pain said,
Yeah,
okay, I'm gonna do the play.
My screen just showed the disconnect symbol and some lag, and the next thing I saw, Sky was on the ground with Pain killing himself.
Yeah, Sky
But
was lingering underneath the building, and Pain just kind of went off the corner of the building and ramped around him and pushed him down and secured the kill from there. Good choke on the turnaround.
they did take a... I think Excillias took a saber there.
Yeah. They should have been cleaning this up though.
On a double from Pain and Excillias there. Good team play.
There you go.
Nice, a
When you
nice
work
choke
together.
save there.
10-9.
Oh yeah, 10-9. Thanks Deva for keeping us updated on the score. So
Voice in our
they're in
heads.
this. They're very in this. They just need to eliminate some of those mistakes and
Yeah.
start to pull away with a...
Because I think
little bit of
Raul and
streak of their own.
Skylink will definitely play aggressive if they sit back. So that'll force them to make mistakes, you know?
Exactly.
So don't put yourself in situations where you're separating each other and Pain is just kind of like lingering around while you're like speeding everywhere with Vader because you're not going to be able to work together.
Right. And Pain really isn't a fan of ramping. He doesn't
I noticed
use it. He
that.
doesn't use it very much.
Yeah, I feel like I'm watching Isaac like double jump everywhere.
So it is really hard for him. Okay, nice push there by Pain. Did tumble his teammate.
He needs to
But
get his block up here.
that was interesting. Oh,
Oh no.
nice.
If he would have got the push the first time, that would have been good. But they managed to get out of the situation.
He's
Oh, we got a perfect
He's
block.
behind Excillias, and looks
no.
like they're gonna trade kills here. Oh no, Raul got Pain. So a double
Well, I think
for...
Pain played that well as he could have. There was an accidental choke at the end that kind of cost him the kill, but I don't know if he still would have got it against Raul because he didn't null him the entire time. So I feel like he's kind of just going for the like 1-2, but Raul is, you know, ready to outlast, you know, your first and second move. So after that, I think you kind of have to be aware that you're not going to rely on your teammate. You need to get back up to the building to safety.
And Payne picks up one, and a great save there by Excillias.
That beautiful
Don't know why Payne pushed, but
throw.
great save there by Excillias.
Yeah.
They're a little spread out here, getting back together. Raul and Sky both up.
They're taking their time here.
And being patient here is what they both sides need to do. Raul and Sky don't want to keep rushing into deaths, and Excillias and Payne, they don't want to keep rushing into deaths either. So they both sides. I think you're going to see a little bit of slowing down of the game.
But the important thing is, wow, he gets a
Payne.
kill out of that.
And somehow that push didn't tumble Raul. I'm not sure how.
That's pushed it though.
And there's two
I was just
two
about to
again for
say-
Payne.
That Payne and Excillias were very like spread out there, but Raul and Sky kind of just fumbled over each other's attack, so it didn't really matter. I think they definitely killed each other there more so than Payne.
And there does seem to be a little bit of communication issue between Raul and Sky in this match.
I think it's they both are, very willing to go in for the attack, but sometimes when you're both thinking in the same space of, okay, we're going to attack and flank now, you kind of cancel each other out.
Yeah, and it is very interesting because Skylink didn't used to be that guy. Skylink used to be a more steady. Oh, that was unfortunate that Excillias couldn't pick up the save there. But Skylink did used to be more of a steady, like not a super aggressive player, but he is playing really aggressive in this tournament.
I do question the use of the cantina, but I guess he is staying alive. But he's going back with saber throws.
Okay, another backslash kill by Payne.
Raul's in the cantina. I think he's going to run for it.
Payne has been using Maul very effectively. I'm very impressed by his game.
Maul is definitely one of those things that if you play it just on his mechanics, you'll do well here regardless. Kind of similar to Luke in that way.
Yeah, his ability to stun with like 3 or 4 different parts of his combo is very useful.
Really, every attack he has, his dash, his aerial, is very likely to get a tumble for you in some way. So they're kind of chasing Raul around here. My only issue is that a lot of the times when they're spaced out, it's not like they're really closing in on a person, while Raul and Sky are definitely doing that. So I feel like if they did more of that while they are spaced out, space out and then narrow in on one person. Otherwise, you're just like walking around the map.
Yeah. And they do seem pretty comfortable over here in the main fighting area.
Yeah.
They don't want to take it to city. I'm actually surprised Raul hasn't talked to Sky about taking it to city yet, because Raul loves taking matches to city.
They managed to get a tumble here on Raul, pick up a kill there.
I actually think Excillias got a choke in on him.
Yeah, both of those kills, yeah. Huh.
So
I kind of
that's
happened
2
so
more.
quickly. Yeah, I think kind of the same thing happened again though. Is Sky and Raul got really close together and they kind of lost their power at that moment. Looks like
And
he got
another
a push.
great save
Great
by
throw.
Excillias.
Oh, and Sky backed out. He may have been able to pick up the save there. Thought that was unfortunate.
What's the
Interesting.
score, Deva? Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay.
So it's a really good game. Now, Pain and Excillias need to keep being smart, keep being patient, not get too excited here. And Raul and Skylink are making mistakes. This isn't a mistake-free match from them. So
Yeah, that was a nice tumble. You should always be
yeah,
aware of that high building, the dildo as it's called.
and that's another double for Raul and Sky, and Pain and Excillias they can't be giving up doubles if they want to stay in this.
Yeah, and they've shown they have the ability to.
They need to be a little patient here.
Destroys the droid. OP.
They have been playing really well spaced out. I will say that because Sky
Yeah,
and Raul have been trying to attack one person and making mistakes. I think that we've seen a
yeah,
lot of their mistakes have come when they're both going after one person. So playing a little more
you're
spread
exactly
out
right.
might not
Yeah,
be a bad idea here for Kane and Excillias, as long as they can manage to stay alive and get the saves.
yeah. I think
And here,
what you're touching on is like a lot of times when people 2v1 is they forget it kind of puts you at the disadvantage when you're the two players because you have to think about your teammates' attacks, what they're doing at the same time. You have to account for multiple things while the person that's getting 2v1, their senses are heightened. They're like, able to kind of attack everything without negligence because they know that they're in the kind of lose-lose situation. So while you're in the 2v1, you're kind of playing recklessly, like, oh, I can do this because I'm relying on my teammate. When in reality, you should be hyper vigilant, knowing that you have a teammate next to you.
yeah, absolutely. And I think that's a mistake you'll see teams, especially like more inexperienced teams like David and I, will probably make that mistake just because that comes with experience.
Yeah, but as long as you're aware of it, that's step one. Knowledge is half the battle, as G.I. Joe says.
All right, Excillias is in a bad spot and he's dead. Pain manages to tumble Sky, but it's not going to do much. And
Going up to the
okay,
arena.
not going to pick up the. Oh, he did pick up the kill.
Well, he
Excillias
has
is
kind
up
of
fast.
he's pressuring
I
our
like
role
where it
here.
is.
Got some confidence.
All right, that was actually a really good move there by Pain to try and get behind Raul. Unfortunately, it didn't work. Can
Oh,
Excillias pick
great
up the
tilt
save?
there.
Yes, he can.
Oh, that
What's
aerial
Pain
land.
doing?
Wow.
Pain needs to let him take that and watch for Sky.
Yeah,
Thankfully
that was
that
a good
worked
move.
out. It was a great
But yeah,
save
you're
by
totally right.
Excillias.
He needs to be looking out as soon as he gets saved. Look out for the other teammate. Oh,
Oh, and maybe Excillias' block drop there, but
yeah,
that was a too easy of a kill for Sky.
yeah. But if you're only relying on your block being enough, you may fail from there. He had no CB at all. Oh,
Now,
team clip.
and a double here
Wow.
for
So it looks
Excillias
like
and Pain.
Raul pushed Sky while trying to 2v1 Pain, and then Excillias made the spawn quickly enough to get the choke, allowing them to pick up the 2 kill. That's kind of unfortunate, but another symptom of kind of ignoring the other person and focusing in on the 2v1.
And that is, if there is one flaw in Raul's game, is he is selfish when it comes to.
Hmm. I think Pain could have pressured a little bit harder there to get that push, but that was a tough spot to be in. This guy played
Also, an
that well.
observation. Pain is using his backslash like his life depends on it, and
Yeah,
I think part of the problem here is Sky is going in on Pain without thinking about his backslash. He should be using a second push there if he can to try and keep him tumbled, or even a backslash of
yeah,
his own so that Pain can't be stunning him and picking up a kill on a counter.
yeah, you're totally right. If you see a player that's in the habit of just using their backslash, yeah, you should always. That was kind of something I noticed while playing SketchUp, as if he's just going to rely on his dashes and roll away. You kind of have to watch out for that specifically and go from there with your block. Oh,
Oh,
that was
and
well
Pain
played.
with
There,
a Really good defensive play.
Yeah.
Defending Excillias as he was securing the kill.
Both heroes kind of jumped in there. At least the Luke definitely jumped in there towards the end without much remorse. And I think if they're trying to establish a lead, you know, I would be a little more cautious after your teammate dies. You know, there's nothing wrong with, you know, fleeing.
And these are just mistakes that you don't see Raul typically make.
Yeah, maybe the pressure is there, or maybe he's gonna turn up soon and he's just chilling.
He's just trolling for now. I've actually been
So it
really
looks like
impressed with
Thor's.
Pain.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're taking it to the city and they're about to make a stand there. It looks like, and I think Payne's been playing well enough that keeping it in this area may be to their benefit.
Deva, do you have a score update for us? Thanks.
Right.
26-20 job. Okay. Yeah, so 26-20.
Wow. Okay, so that's why we're seeing the rocket play come into effect here, or the arena
And
play.
we do need to keep an eye on the amount of time that they're spending on the arena here, I think. Looks like they know that too, and they're getting
Yeah.
off.
Right. I kind of like the play in the arena. I don't think they're abusing it too much. I think that it hasn't always worked to the advantage, but it's a good kind of reset. But
And Excillias picks up the kill here on Raw.
and I think Gore needs 3 and Jog needs 3
Yeah,
for a tie.
and they have Sky.
Wow. I would not have challenged there if I was Sky.
Yeah, Sky should have gotten it.
Unless you're expecting a double tumble on your push, but
Sky
yeah,
should have known better.
yeah. I'm very hyped. So if they keep playing like this, I think they can pull it off.
Yeah, they just need to keep. They can't get too excited. They have to be patient here. Patience is the
Yeah.
name of the game.
Wow. Right.
Yeah, and
Gotcha. Okay, so pretty much if Gore gets 3 kills and if Jog gets 3 kills, this could get interesting. Let's just leave it at that. I don't want to hype it too much because this has kind of just been a recent development of Gore turning up. So I still have faith in them.
I think Raul landed a saber throw on.
Yeah. They're back in this area. I don't like that. If they're feeling it though, go for it. They need to be on buildings. They can't be missing rank. Yeah. Oh, okay. Good push. Oh, this Vader's gonna get wrecked. Okay,
Oh,
great
no,
push.
team choke. Team choked.
Oh my gosh. Sky backs up there with the double jump. And that was a great... I like that he aggressed there on that choke, because he may have been able to get that.
Pain is tumbled and Pain is done. So it's one first to. Oh, that's unfortunate. So yeah, the next kill is gonna decide the game, I think.
What's that? Wow. All right, so we just need 1 kill from Gore. That's it. And we go into overtime. And I think otherwise it's just a win for Jog.
So Pain and Excillias need to play really smart here.
Yeah, they're in the city again, which is good. They're on a high building, which is good. That's what you want to do at this point.
Yeah,
Maybe
and this
the 30 seconds that you had. Oh, and they're separating Sky here a little bit. I think Pain needs to get up on that bubble quickly.
Yeah, Sky's only a
That was a
saber
very
hit
risky.
away.
He could have been choked there easily. And I think Excillias can get it.
This has turned out to be a really fascinating match.
Yeah. Okay, don't go to the
So
ground.
Excillias is making a rush at Sky, but pulling back wisely.
Yeah.
Sky is just playing really poorly.
Wow.
That
He just jumped in.
and that's overtime there for.
Pain. The essentials are what do it, baby. That's all you have to do is don't do anything fancy. Just dash. Just dash attack with Mole. I'm very impressed by Gore for sure. I don't think on my bracket I predicted this. So
Yeah, I had Sky and Raul going pretty
I'm
deep.
befuddled.
So wow, this this is awesome.
This is awesome, yeah. This is really the first match that I could say that's been a surprise, I think.
We are going into the overtime. Deva is explaining the rules here, so it looks like we're going to be playing to 15 and then swapping. Excillias and Pain do get to keep villains.
Wow.
So they're basically playing a mini match again.
That's critical.
Deva do clinching scenarios. I'm assuming clinching, you can clinch. Okay, yeah, clinching does still apply in OT. Wow, so this is gonna be really interesting. And actually, Gore's strategy of taking heroes first pays off for overtime
I'm
because
glad
they
you
have
said
their
that. That's what I
stronger
was just about
side.
to say that. Yeah. Wow, that
So
made me a strap.
we could see a big upset here, and it's gonna be really interesting to see how Guy and Raul play this. I think
If they don't turn up,
we
oh my
might see a
goodness.
return to the traditional jog way of playing. Sit on top of the highest tower possible
That's
and
all
throw
you
your
have
saber.
at this point. Because they were playing so aggressive. And, you know, Excillias, he was kind of taking on the brunt of the 2v1, and it left Pain to really just not have to do anything too fancy. Like I keep saying, he's playing very fundamental. And while Excillias is taking the brunt of the 2v1, they're kind of Sky and Raul are just forgetting about Pain.
Right, and Excillias is playing out of his mind right now because Sky and Raul are both two very good players, and he is surviving 2-on-1s with Vader, who we all know is one of the hardest players to play a 2-on-1 with. So
everyone would say that Raul is one of the best chokers in the game right now. So it, you know, and I don't think anyone would say that of Excillias, even though we obviously have to give him put respect on his name after this match. So that just shows that upsets still can happen 15 years later on Battlefront 2.
yeah,
Seen here
and
first, folks.
this is gonna be really good for Excillias and Pain for their morale if they can pull this off.
Yeah, glory be to Gore for sure. And no disrespect, well, never mind. Disrespect to Jog because this is definitely one of the better teams that planned for the Jog win of this tourney. So
yeah, I think
Gore may be going all the way.
I think we are out of the height of our glory right now, you know.
Well, Rabbit and Isaac are still out there. They're still plotting and planning, you know.
Yeah, but I think people have Raul and Skylink over Isaac and Rabbit in the brackets, so.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right too.
That's not encouraging.
I don't know if I would vote that, but I don't know. After this, yeah, Jog may be relying on Rabbit and Raul, or not Rabbit and Raul, Rabbit and Isaac.
Deva, it is to 10. Okay, so overtime rules here. It's to 10. Same standard rules as the other match rules, and can clinch. So this is gonna be really interesting. Pain and Excillias do have their stronger side, I think, as we saw their play, and right away you see they're playing safe. Lots of saber.
Yeah, they're playing how they were. Nothing has changed in the tempo, I feel, which is a good sign. That means they knew what was working and they're sticking with that.
Raul is taking the tank role here right now. Oh, and that stunk for
Okay.
Pain there. Can
I think
Excillias pull off
Excillias
this
needed to
2 on
move
1?
quicker. Yeah, he stayed too far back there. That's okay. If he can get out of the situation alive with
Pain
Pain
is up.
spawning perfect there. Oh,
Ah,
he hesitated on the push. Or did he miss his push? Ah. Oh yeah, that evaporator. You think it won't work, and then it does work, and when it doesn't work, you think it will work.
alright, so it's a good start for Raul and Sky.
Yeah,
They're
Raul.
gonna take on Pain in the double team here. Oh, and here's the pressure that they really can put on.
Yeah,
But Pain manages to survive
he got out of
without
that quick.
any
It's good.
ramping.
Yeah, he just straight jumped out of
Just
there.
ran
I
around on
respect
the
that.
ground. Alright, they're a little
Well,
spread here. Excillias is in a real bad spot.
yeah.
Manages to get out of it.
I think
Thankfully
Gore
got
needs to be
saved
a
by the
little more
team.
assertive here. They're kind of playing passive. They're kind of jumping from building to building and hoping they get out of the situation alive. I think they really need to take.
Yeah. Excillias needs to put on a little more pressure with the Vader.
Yeah, if you're relying on
Not
your Vader, don't play defensive Vader because Pain
right.
isn't the offensive mole.
Right.
Otherwise, switch to Anakin. Like, come on now. Don't save yourself the trouble.
And Sky and Raul using their sabers
He
effectively
was in
here.
there and he gets the
Choked.
choke. Oh my goodness.
What is
Pain's
Pain
kind of far
doing?
behind though.
Way too far. He had to get over there.
He needs to get onto the jog roof right now.
Where's
I'm
Pain?
glad he still
Yeah.
got out of that. He's
Why?
saber throwing.
Pain hasn't moved from the
Josh?
cantina bubble. What is he doing?
Yeah. But maybe
And
this is
that
their play. Like Excillias is gonna shake him up, shake and bake, run out of there real quick, like he's about to do right now. He may get this kill. No, Pain
oh,
is.
no,
And
that's
now he's about to
3.
2v1.
That's 3 kills. Yeah, that's 5 kills in favor of Jog here.
Wow.
I believe 4. Yeah, Pain did not die the first time.
Yeah. Okay. So if I'm down 4 kills, that's just 2 respawns. That's not too much of a deficit. That shouldn't get in your head too much. In the grand
Yeah,
scheme
and
of
I
things,
think Pain is a little scared right now.
yeah. Go ahead,
I think
Josh.
Pain's a little scared.
I think
You
you're
know,
right.
No, why do you push? You can't push that. He had to take that kill. Communication there.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I thought that was about to be really fortunate for Pain, but his teammate moved out of the way either way, so
He got pushed away, yeah, and he had nowhere else to go. And
yeah,
yep. Okay, Raul's really picking it up here.
yeah,
So
they're
they're down
turning up.
6 now. This is not looking too good for them. But they were down
If they don't
8.
get at least a kill, like if they don't get at least a kill in this life, it may
Yeah.
be GG.
Pain
Because
was
I
playing
feel
a
like
little
a lot
too
of
scared in the beginning,
yeah,
and I think that cost them.
it's about your confidence. If you're getting into a rhythm, if you're getting multiple kills each time you're spawning in, you're gonna have a little more confidence in what you're doing and understanding how your opponent's playing. And if you're kind of just hoping your Vader is gonna, I don't know.
Oh, and here's a double here, probably. Yeah.
Wow. And
And
Sky
I
didn't
think that
even
was
put any effort into that. Sky was like just there to clean up. So I
I
think
think
that
this
kind of
is
shows a little
GG
bit of,
here.
yeah, I think they were maybe getting a little too razzled. They're kind of tunneling in. But I think they need to try to move to the city.
Ugh. That's just okay.
He didn't
Can they
finish the
pick
kill
this
though.
up? A team push by Raul, but unfortunately, Payne wasn't able to get a block up. That's 9, I believe, for Jog.
Dang. Yeah, that was not a good
Excillias,
worth trade at all. And
Excillias
now Achilles
traded,
is on
but
the ground.
oh,
Yeah.
that was almost unfortunate for Excillias.
Yeah. And
He
he's
is
not in the
probably out
best
of
spot.
stamina here. Very bad spot. Is he
Oh,
gonna pick up the kill though? Oh, a great play by
that was
Excillias to pick up
fortunate.
the kill.
I think Sky expected him to be a little more, covert. I thought he was able to sneak up on him, but that didn't work out. But
And Gore
Achilles is
needs
keeping us
to at
calm.
least pick up. Yes, Gore needs to pick up 2, 3 more kills though if they want a chance of winning.
Yeah. Okay, so Excillias noticed that they have their teammates, they have the opposition separated here. Go in. What are you guys waiting for? Don't let
They're
them
a little
get together.
scared. I think they're scared of how aggressive Raul's been playing.
And I think they should respect Raul, but I think they've been able to kind of, Excillias at least has been able to get Sky, because I don't think Sky is respecting them, as
Yeah,
much
I think
as
Scribe
Raul.
is just going in without, and I think
Yeah,
you've seen a little bit more respect in this match or this side,
yeah, yeah,
but
Raul definitely flipped the switch. Uh, that aerial is very late, but I like the
oh,
ambition.
Payne picks up another. Payne's down. This could be game.
That was nice.
Yeah, and there is that side.
310.
All right, 310. So
310. How
this
do
is
I feel
gonna
about
take
that?
a really big comeback here for Gore,
Yeah,
but
it's
we
going to
did
be
see them
some.
come back from a 8-point deficit, so they're
That's
only
true.
7 down.
Just 7.
Let's see if they can refocus. It's gonna be hard. Raul is again one of the best chokers in the game currently. I think Sky managed to cut back on some of his mistakes in that side. A
Yeah.
little less aggressive, and I think you saw Raul starting to take the more aggressive role instead of Sky, and you immediately saw benefit to that. So
I think while it was nice to have the dream of Gore upsetting, I'm wagering that Jogs kind of, at least these two, their competitive experience, maybe kind of keeping them tempered and not necessarily making as many mistakes with the pressure, kind of boiling up.
yeah, and fast start. They're not waiting around. Went right into
Yes,
it.
I was playing pretty aggressive, even with Raul back. Interesting aerial. Close to getting
Yeah.
that push off Raul, but that was not a good counter.
That was unfortunate for Excillias. His backslash whiffed twice.
Dang. So that's 2 down.
That is
And
2 down, so Jogs 2 from clinching this year.
yeah. I think at
It's
this point
unfortunate.
you got to pull out every trick you know. You have to really switch something up.
Yeah, and don't be too aggressive. I think Payne put himself in a bad position with that really rash area.
Yeah. Because again,
Excillias
if
did
you're playing just aerial, and then what? If that fails, then what? You're underneath him immediately, and then he's gonna turn around and choke you, and your teammate's nowhere near you. They're getting. Oh, they got a nice tumble there, but it wasn't able to pick up the kill. And Raul's pressuring with the choke.
Payne's sitting back doing nothing. Like
Yeah,
again,
I
I
was
think
wondering what's he waiting on.
you've
He's
seen a
about to get
very
pressed.
passive Payne in most of this.
They managed to get that tumble. They pick up the kill, kind of sloppily so, but I'll give them that. And that was a nice push. They can finish Raul off quickly here.
Oh, how did he get a block up there?
Not.
And he's still alive. And Sky's
I
up
don't
there
think they
in
were
real
able
trouble
to.
here.
Yeah. He managed to get his teammate, and now he's in a
Alright,
horrible
so
position.
yeah, the best best place we got. And here that should be game. Yeah.
Yeah. In
So
situations like
Jog does
that,
pull it out.
if you can't afford to trade, don't do it. And Jog, like you said, they were confident there and managed to gain the win because of it.
And I think that's real unfortunate for Gore. They were in a real hot streak going in, or in the end of that side when they were villains, and it stinks for them that they had to go into overtime. If they had just secured one more kill, they actually would have been able to, or one kill sooner, they
Yeah.
would have been able to go into and take the match. Right. So there was a really good match by Payne and
That was.
Excillias though. And I don't
I'm
think
very
that's what
satisfied.
anyone was expecting. Yeah.
No, I definitely was not. I thought this was. I think I said at the beginning this was going to be another blowout for him, but that was not a blowout. Going into overtime for sure, you definitely gave them a run for their money, and definitely not a team like we said that has been expected to do so. So hopefully